Hey, I'm Todd from Johnson Auto Body, and today we're gonna do a fun one. We're gonna answer some questions you guys have had on some of our videos. So one of them that's a good question on here, there's no doubt that OEM parts are the best, but once your car's older than 10 years and has about 200,000 miles on it, is it really worth the extra money for OEM parts? Excellent question. And I agree with you. There's a time and place for these aftermarket parts. And that's exactly where they belong, is on an older car like that, where it's got some miles on it. And as long as it's not a safety related thing like that, you know, if you're talking about bumper covers, sheet metal, plastic trim, stuff like that, that's fine. That's what it's for. And I completely agree that it would be a good fit for a car like that. We do that all the time. You know, it's your car, it's your repair. We're gonna run all that stuff by you when you get your car fixed so that you know that you have options. Because most insurance companies, they are only gonna pay for that anyways. And if we talk you through it and you feel like, hey, that's going to be a good fit for my repair, all right, then that's what we're going to run with the best we can. Most of the cars newer than that, you know, try our best to go the OEM parts route. End of the day, it's your repair, it's your car, it's your choice, and we're going to do whatever works best for you. I'm being told I need to get body work done before I replace my window because of some rust on my door. Well, it really depends. Something we'd have to take a look at. Depends on where that rust is. If it's like a rusty spot in the track that's holding the window in, then yeah, you got to have that fixed. If it's a rusty spot on the outside and all you're worried about is putting a window in, well, no, you don't have to fix that. You just really need to have somebody look at to see what it is and where it's at and what it affects. Good question though. I got one on here that I really like this one. So this is asking about when we scan a car with a camera, a spectrophotometer, I don't know, big fancy word. What we use to scan the colors for our computer to then pick alternates and stuff like that. So they got on here, it says, if I understand correctly, that scans the existing paint on the car and matches that. Is it also possible to mix factory paint? That's the question we got. So yes, that takes a picture of your current color of your car and matches it best it can. So what we use is we still use the factory paint code off of that. If you just take that picture without the factory paint code, it doesn't work that well. It doesn't pick the right color all the time. It just gets you in the ballpark. If you pick it and have the factory paint code, which is what we do with it, it picks all the alternates. So it'll go through and it'll list all the alternates and show you the different variants. Because every car, you know, they're made in different factories, they're made in different times. And even the paint that's on the car is not always the same brand. Like Subaru doesn't have its own paint, Toyota doesn't have its own paint, Honda doesn't have its own paint. That all goes out, as far as I understand, it's all bid to the paint manufacturers, and whoever bid for that and won that bid, that's who's supplying the paint for that run of cars. So that's another reason there's alternates, because something could have been painted at factory with PPG, and then somebody's trying to match it with Sherwin-Williams or vice versa, or Axalta. You know, there's a lot going on there, and it's different paint. So the paint that goes on a car from the factory is different. It's meant to be baked at a super high temp. It's not meant for refinish purposes. You can't use the same exact paint because it has to be baked and stuff like that, because the car's built and the temperatures that they bake that stuff would melt plastic pieces, they'd mess up interior, stuff like that. So like the paint we use is specifically made for refinish purposes, to repaint a car, and it's meant for like lower bake cycles. Like the temperatures on ours right now, it runs at like 140 is what we bake cars at, and that's low enough where it doesn't damage any of the electronics on cars or plastic pieces, things like that. To mix the factory paint, you can't really mix the factory paint. We can mix the factory color, and then our camera narrows down and picks the best option for that car to match the car. So hopefully that answers your question. There's another one, good one here is, would you buy a car that had an airbag deployment, but it's a clean title car? Yeah, if it was repaired correctly and all those airbag components were replaced that need to be replaced, and they're all done with factory OEM parts, absolutely. But that means it's got to be done right. That you got to have all the impact sensors replaced, all the modules need to be done, the airbags themselves have to be done. There's some things that are one-time use only. So as long as everything's done correctly, absolutely. We do that stuff all the time here, and I 100% jump in any one of them that we've done that and drive across the country with my family. So for sure. Kevin wants to answer one. Last one we got today, how about extended warranty coverage? What are our thoughts on that? It really depends. There's a whole lot of different kind of warranty coverages out there when you go buy a car. They have the ones on your powertrain, you know, drivetrain, all of that stuff, and all the electronics on cars, things like that they try to sell you. I'm not a mechanic, so I can't really vouch for the mechanical stuff there. I know, like, last time I bought a car, they tried to sell me one on for the electronics, like the modules going bad and things like that. I don't think that's an issue. We work on cars with electronic modules on them every day, and I don't remember the last time I've seen one that just randomly failed without like a reason. they have like door ding protection or curb rash protection or things like that. Same thing, it depends on what it's going to cost you. So just keep in mind that any of those things are going to have a deductible. A lot of that stuff is fairly cheap to get fixed on your own anyways. So like if you've got a door ding and you want to, you know, a door ding to get pushed out, maybe that's 150 bucks to get done in real life. And if you're paying for a warranty that's got a $50 deductible, I don't know if you're really saving any money. Same with like curbing wheels and stuff like that. If it's minor scrapes and stuff like that, that's a couple $100 to fix a wheel. Is it really worth it to pay that extra money just in case you ever have to use it? Or you just come see us whenever you scrape a wheel up and we fix it. It's really up to you. Just weigh the pros and cons on that stuff. And if you ever have any questions about any of this stuff, you know, I love the questions. This is really cool. Thanks guys for reaching out. Send some more. If you have any other questions, just give us a call here at Johnson Auto Body.